Yo, what up? What up? It's your favorite YouTube panelist. Back again, man, with another review for you. And this is my first part too. Let's get into it.
Well, yeah. So when I look and now, Ty, I think your disposition here is much more pleasant than in the clip, right? If I were to assess you on the clip alone, you're arrogant in the clip. And contrary to popular belief, confidence and arrogance are not synonyms. You know, and so if I'm looking at the clip for itself, right, you call people's ideology bullshit, right, which is disrespectful. You understand? And so when you're being mean, people are going to be mean to you. And so that's what I witnessed, right? Now you're much more subtle here, you know, but just based on the clip, I could see why they would attack the things that they think may hurt you because you were calling people's ideology foolish.
Yeah, and that's all they can attack because they can't attack my ideology. And that's the fun part about it. It's like a social experience. Like I told you, I had a minor in psychology. So to watch people get upset and be like, well, that's why you're fat. Okay, bitch, and you're still stupid. Like I said with
No, they're not stupid. They just really don't want to go back and forth with you, and you having this unrelenting feminist ideology, liberal ideology, and you use your education as a shield. Okay. Again, people, education does not equal intelligence. It's a lot of educated dummies out here, and this woman is one of them. Okay. All right. I promise you, her IQ is nothing of a high level. And you can just tell by her delusion when it comes to her place from a social standpoint, where she actually is or where she thinks she is.
the fuck I said, you can't argue my point until you can argue why you think voting for Trump is okay. Therapy is needed in our community at one point, and that's why I said, are you in therapy or are you willing to go? Because we have
Again, the fact of the matter that you said until you can argue why you voted for Trump, which is your individual right as a person. Your political ideology is whatever it is. I don't have to justify to you anything concerning my political leanings, especially when you're not going to do the same. All you know is Trump bad, you hate Trump. So you're saying that a person needs therapy simply because of their political leanings and ideology lets me know you lack intelligence by a lot.
a lot of miscommunication that happens in a relationship. I don't want to get my ass hit by you. And now that shot your ass because you should have went to therapy because that's what you and your mom used to do. I need you to be able to have a conversation in a non-biased state with a therapist. That's all I said.
Question, real quick, man. I don't have the context of the clips, right? And so we're judging based off the clip, which that's what we have. Why did you ask him about the therapy? Was that just one of your top questions?
Yeah, I had 5 questions on my phone, and I asked these questions. Now, these questions are important to me because as someone who is currently going through a divorce, I believe therapy is needed on all ends. I'm in therapy still. There's nothing wrong with therapy. I see a Black woman therapist, and there are Black men therapists that I'm friends with that talk about how we in our community need therapy. So I ask, are you in therapy? Are you willing to go? And also, it makes sure that if there is an issue, they would be willing to go get some type of unbiased help versus going to their grandparents, their mom, someone that can be unbiased.
You're looking for alignment, and so you believe in therapy. So you simply wouldn't date a man who doesn't believe in therapy.
Right. So it's a question with a trigger question to see how you get triggered by said question. Same thing with who you voted for. And honestly, it makes sense to ask because in this time, look at what we're going through as a Black community currently under this.
No, I understand that.
Let me get this one point, please. You are pro-Black, correct?
I don't understand the question with pro-Black in that though. Like I'm pro-Black woman. I'll give it that.
So no.
That in itself, pro-Black woman, like I told you, feminist, liberal ideology. And we'll continue.
Hold on. Hold up. Hold.
Go ahead.
I'm confused. Are you pro-Black or are you not pro-Black?
It depends on your understanding of pro-Black.
No.
What's your understanding?
Hold on, Hamster. Listen. No, let her answer.
Go ahead.
I'm talking to her. No, I know y'all built the same, but goddamn. Anyway, I'm just playing.
Shout out to Truth for actually getting that nice little uppercut in there. Sure, you could. Her Melly built the same. Melly probably about at least, I know for sure, 300 plus, by the way.
Because you said earlier about Black love, but you never actually looked at some of my content. My ex isn't Black.
But ma'am, I'm not. Once again, this is the issue. The question is very specific.
Is it?
Because I hear you say Black woman, Black man, Black therapist, Trump, boo. Are you pro-Black? Yes or no? That's it.
I'm pro-Black liberation. Sure.
So you're for, let me just chill. God damn it. So you're for pro-Black liberation, but you're not pro-Black for the Black people.
What do you mean by that?
Again, being that this woman is mixed racially, right? Panamanian or whatnot, what have you. I think she said her mom's Black or whatever. No, she does not understand that she didn't grow up Black. Clearly, her tone, right? Everything about her, she doesn't have the mannerisms of a Black woman. This is what Black people would call whitewashed or, outside. No, this woman doesn't even identify as Black because she never had a true Black experience.
For Black people, all my activism has been Black Lives Matter activism. If you look me up, that's what I've done this entire time since I was a teenager.
Okay, cool. But you do have a white baby father. So that's what you're trying to get away from. So you are pro-Black. but you do have a white baby father that you were married to.
That I never asked 50-50 from. Yeah.
Right, for sure. But is that why you were evasive to the question? Because you're pro-black?
And then again, that she never asked 50-50 from. So that was a slight jab at black men because she had a white man that she couldn't keep, right? That she's now in a divorce with. So again, feminist ideology, pro-black woman, believe people when they show you who they are. Any woman that tells you she's pro-black woman, she's not pro-black. She's not pro-black family. She thinks everything begins, starts, ends, revolves, everything around the black woman.
But you were pro-pink penis at one time.
I was pro who was with my standards at the time.
Cool. And I'm sorry, but I had to, like, this was important. So what is your preference now?
I would like to date a black man, which is why I went to a black dating show.
Okay. I'm going. I landed my plane. I'll let y'all do with that what you like, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot to do with that. You can't sleep white and talk black. Also, when you said pro-black woman, that's a clear distinction, right? Because pro-black people is all of them, including the families, including the men. When you look at the mission statement of Black Lives Matter, it actually aligns with your ideology because it does indeed exclude men. And it sounds like you were in that organization on the onset. When you said
pro-black woman, and you're missing the point. A black woman makes a black son, which makes a black man. So to be pro-black woman is to be pro-black man as well.
And again, no. Again, you see what you see? You know what I'm saying? You see this? No. No. First and foremost, the man carries the seed and makes the child. The woman carries it. A black woman can't make anything without the black man. Okay? All right. So again, being that the son comes from the woman and the son becomes a man, so I'm pro-black. No, man. Again, and then Black Lives Matter. Okay? Black lesbians matter. What we came to find out, trained Marxist LGBT women whose original statement or charter for BLM was destructing or dismantling the nuclear black family. Okay? Dismantling the nuclear black family, meaning taking the father out and giving the women all the power. This woman is anti-black. She's anti-black. Okay? Because she's, as soon as you hear anybody that's still supporting BLM in 2026 proudly, okay, they're not for us.
What's not? That's why you didn't say pro-black.
No.
You make sure you said black
You
woman.
have to have a black woman to create a black
you don't
man.
have to respond to that because what she said is incoherent, right?
Okay.
So men and women make children, right? So her point is moot there, but we don't need to get stuck there. Ty, I'm gonna pass the microphone. But Ty, I wanted to ask you, you said bad built baddies. What are we talking about?
That's an oxymoron.
Look at the pride in this woman's face, and she really believes this. This can't be an intelligent person. A person that thinks you can just redefine. And mind you, I promise you, this woman right here, if you asked her, hey, what is a woman? She can't answer that question. That's her ideology. The fact of the matter that she's trying to change the clear socially accepted definition of what a baddie is, and add bad built to it. And as you can see in the thumbnail, she's definitely bad built.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, because
No,
you
you can
assume that
engage.
baddies-
Go ahead.
I feel like you guys assume that baddie should have a look versus an aesthetic versus a personality, education. There's a lot more qualities to a bad bitch.
Never
than
in the
just a
history of
body.
ever has bad baddie, bad mama jamma, bad motherfucker, baddie. Never has that ever met your mind.
And that's the problem.
It's always been.
And that is a problem, is how we
And again, remember how I told you from part 1, unattractive women always see women being judged by their beauty as a problem because they understand they can never defeat that. That will never change. Okay. A man's first attraction to a woman is physical. Everything else comes after that. Physical attraction and wanting to have sex with that woman is a man's purpose in approaching a woman. He finds out if she's a good, bad, or whatever kind of person after that. Okay. All right. After he has sexual access and the sex is good enough and he sees she's a good enough person and he wants to keep dealing with her, then he sees how good of a person she is and her personality and what she likes and what she dislikes and all the different things. No, baby. Your looks are always going to be paramount for a woman. It's never going to change. And you're not the person to change it.
look at it is it's about your body. And where does that come from?
Yeah,
Slavery.
that's what it's been about. It's always been
Right.
about.
Slavery mindset.
I mean, you can be
Slavery. No, this wasn't slavery. What are you talking about? In Africa, the Africans that never became slaves still did the same thing. Most beautiful women were just that. The women that were considered the most beautiful out of the family were, you know, given the best you know, bride's price, right? All right. They were given the best and offered the best because of her beauty. Okay. This isn't just even African culture. This is around the world. The most beautiful women were always regarded the highest, and they were always sought after. So stop this. This has nothing to do with slavery. This is another thing that we got to stop allowing black people to do. It's just not true.
You can be a baddie and be smart.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Callie, because Naughty was engaging. Now, Naughty, this is also a point that Callie was trying to highlight. But go ahead and finish your thought and let her respond.
Oh no, I was just saying, you know, if we're just talking about where the word baddie came from, it came from way back when they would be like, oh, she's bad, she's a brick house, she's a bad mama jamma, and the word just evolved, but it never once was about, oh, she bad Bill, but she got a nice mind. It was never about that. It was always about, wow, I'm looking at her, I see her with my eyes, she looks good, she's bad, and then going about your business. So I don't know why we try to change definitions here. That's not to say that anybody's ugly just because you're not a quote unquote baddie, but if we're going to talk about what baddie is, it's never been about your mindset or your attitude.
And that's why we're in the problems we're in today. Is because we look at people. Go ahead. Well, you've been waiting. Go ahead. I want to hear your opinion.
No, I want to commend you for what you did. Well, I mean, I didn't see the whole clip, but I think that's a fair take. Like not caring. If somebody doesn't care about who's running their city and shit like that, I think that's important, especially once you're in like your 50s and shit like that. So you're not wrong at that. You're not wrong for that at all. Like we got a big election coming up in May next month. So if you don't care about it at all, I'll be kind of like damn. Chick told me that, like you don't care about it at all. Like this is who runs your city. Like.
Again, man, no, most people don't care about that. Most people don't care about politics. Most people aren't into politics. That's why it's fake. All this politics talk is fake. Most people still don't know what the three branches of government are. What are we talking about? They don't know who's on their school board. They don't know who's on their state Congress. They don't know any of these things. So why we keep acting like, be it black, white, or indifferent, or so on and so forth, about any of these things for the most part, that everybody's just so deep in politics like that. That's not true. If that's something you're going to eliminate somebody from or whatever, that's your personal preference, but don't try to make it the norm as to where, you know, at least even 50% of the population, be it statewide, citywide, nationwide, are really aware of politics. Hence, if you look at the voting numbers, it tells you that. I forget the percentage of the turnout, but bro, there's nowhere near the percentage of turnout of people for that actually vote versus the population. What are we talking about here? Most people do not care about politics.
Make all the laws that affect you and shit like that. So you're not wrong for that. I do think the men that was jumping on you for that are corny. Kind of like you get getting gang attacked right now. I think that's kind of lame.
Oh, you're corny. Again, man, please. Oh my God, bro. I guess you have to have certain personalities, but bro, it's just disgusting, dog. Again, defend, but brother, have a limit. Jesus Christ.
But I do agree with you. I agree with what I don't even know a fucking name because the idiot just wrote Hakeem glasses.
Who you looking for? Naughty or who?
Yeah, Naughty. Yeah, I do agree with what you said though. Baddie. When I call a chick a baddie, it's not because she had a 4.0 from Clark Atlanta and nothing like that. That's just about looks. But I do agree with you. What you're saying that can't be that you cannot wife a chick because she's bad. You know, you can end up like 50 Cent. Look what he going through with his baby mom and shit like that. Like she like the clown of the net. So I do think that we have to stop. Men in general got to stop impregnating chicks just off how they look and shit like that. Yeah. You know, so that's my take.
That's a fact, right?
Yeah, before Mont goes, the same thing be you don't just marry a woman because she's intelligent, bro, or she's educated. My bad. I'm killing my own argument. Just because she has degrees, just because a woman has degrees doesn't make her a good person. And we know what comes with degrees more likely than not, a lot of debt. So who's the man going to choose? The pretty, attractive woman that he actually wants to come home to at night and have sex with and make a family, or the woman that he can't stand to look at and she got a whole bunch of debt. And in this case, she's unbearable. She has a horrible attitude. What's wrong with you, dog? This is sad. Shout out to whoever sent this general. Whoa, I ain't finna say the rest of that name. Besides this brother that sent this this message, they highlight simp. Please stop, brother.
And I think the same thing. I don't think anybody should wife a woman just because she's bad, right? And I think this is a clear indication that you should not wife a woman just because she's educated, right? Both of those things are not good. I think there should be much more involved into the decision if you want to be have a lifelong person to go through life with, besides them being educated. Because you can be educated and you can really not be that smart, right? And you can be bad and you can be a horrible person. But also, I don't agree with us. Maybe y'all can say like, yo, I want to change the definition of bad and make it into something new. That's fine, right? But to act like, oh, bad mean that you look good. It's just that, right? It means that you look good.
Shout out to Mont, man. Come on, bro. We're not doing this. Okay? We're not doing this. We're not going to turn ugly into attractive. No, ma'am. Everybody know what baddie means.
That's like saying, you know, I think it's gangster to watch anime. Well, it's not gangster to watch anime, right? You can say, oh, I want to change the definition of gangster, but it's always meant what it's always meant. So I just wanted to make those two points.
So can I add to that like to say somebody is beautiful would be subjective, right? Because beautiful depends on what you consider beautiful. But to say somebody is bad, like that term has meaning. Like it means.
Come on now, explicit. No, baby. A major part of bad is beauty, right? Beauty, looking good, whatnot, what have you. I keep telling y'all this. Beauty is not subjective. Okay. Beauty is not subjective. Everybody looks at the you know, Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss Columbia, Miss whoever, and those women are going to be considered beautiful, attractive, pretty, whatever term of good looks you want to use for a woman by 90% of the population of men. You're going to have some assholes out here. You're going to have some dudes that, oh man, there's no such thing as a 10. You know, these super uber, you know, red pill motherfuckers. But no, man, beauty is not as subjective as people try to make it out to be, especially when it comes to women. No, beauty is not subjective. You're attractive or you're attractive, average, or unattractive. No, right? Usually if whether you're on either one of those scales, and when we're talking beauty, we're talking more so like the good part is clearly distinctive. A beautiful woman walks into a room, everybody turns their head, men and women alike, because she's just that attractive. That it's not subjective.
You look fucking good. Like if you a bad, like when somebody say you a baddie, like the term is already set. Like trying to change the definition to me is crazy.
So what's the requirements of that then? Didn't you set requirements?
Well, hold on. 1 second. I love
Being
y'all.
shaped is one of them.
Yeah. Y'all
Being
are
what?
being shaped.
Shaped.
Listen. Let me just say that. I mean,
I mean, being
get on
natural
that.
could be one of them too.
I actually like that you said that, and we're going to expand on that. But I just wanted to say this, right? To get, and we can get to another topic. The basis of the whole topic was pretty much, right? There are a lot of people on this internet and in life who aren't qualified or who we treat as though they aren't qualified to have certain opinions or certain objections about certain things. And so then we get into a point where realistically, who would be qualified to tell her, right, that she's not a baddie, right? Who would be qualified to tell, because what we see on the internet is
Any woman that looks better than her, any man is more handsome than she is pretty. Those are the people that are allowed to qualify her and to settle her back down into her proper place. Men, it happens to men all the time. Okay. If a man is broke, no one holds back in calling him a broke ass nigga. Okay. All right. If a man is unattractive, nobody holds back calling him unattractive. If a man is fat, if a man is too skinny, if a man is too short, no, we're all adults. It's time to stop. Not only, and the bad part is, it's not only that the women are being coddled, the women are being lied to and told that there's something that they're not. They're told that they're beautiful. They're told that they're attractive when they look like a foot. Okay. All right. The one with the black toenails and you know, the crooked pinky toe. All right. The hammer toes, the bunions, everything that's ever could be wrong with the foot. That's the kind of foot she looked like. And y'all telling her she looked like, you know, come on, man.
broke people telling other people that they're broke, right? What we see on the internet is basic ass people telling other people that they're too basic. And so I think that I just don't want us to get too far away from the fact that the people who felt that it was the audacity for her to be selective, it's no different from the broke woman thinking that she should date the rich man. It's no different from the ugly man thinking that he should have the attractive woman. It is no difference. And so a lot of us suffer from a major sense of entitlement. Now, that we got that out the way, everybody, make sure y'all go get this True Accountability. Since y'all in here, I gotta plug the book. I apologize. We are trapping Out the Trunk Records. Make sure y'all go get the book. It's on Amazon. And we're gonna get to this next topic. Hit the likes, turn the chats up. Now, Naughty, the villain. Now you know they're gonna get you for this. You know, and let me show y'all her build. Oh damn, it went away. And I want to show y'all what she's built like, only because I don't think that she's an ugly lady. I don't think that she's an ugly lady. The face is bearable. But this is the build, right? This is extremely.
Shout out to Charles Barkley, man. Terrible. Oh my God, this is bad. There's nothing good about this, man. Nothing. And people, again, okay. Everybody know me. I do not mind a bigger woman as long as she, you know, everything's in its right place. Okay. Your butt got to stick out further than your gut. Okay. And your titties can't be just big because they sitting on top of your stomach. All right. I like a curvy woman. I'm a bigger guy. You see it, BABG. So what's big to you, not big to me. 6'5", 265. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Two something to do something, 180, she ain't a lady. I go by that. But again, she has to have a beautiful face. Okay. And I got to be able to see the bad bitch that's hidden inside of her. Okay. She only gonna look better if she drop, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more pounds. I'm not, but this right here, bro, all bad. All bad. This is not a fupa, that's a flap. Okay. As a fupa expert, okay. All right. The fupa is like an oven that keep that pussy at the perfect temperature when not in use. Okay. That's what a fupa is. This is a flap. A flap is due to like mildew and a whole bunch of bad. Oh, it's just a flap is all bad. Okay. All right. Let's not confuse the fupa and the flap, but this is bad.
Different build. It's different. It's definitely different in every way. And so that's
And again, look at Truth trying to talk around this, man. This is insane. Him trying to talk around it is just really telling what it really is. This is bad, man. All bad.
why, and I'm only showing you this picture for context. Like I really need, because now you'll kind of get why I feel like it's big that we address the elephant in the room, right? A lot of people are jumping all over her because that built is, how dare you have this built and have a fucking preference? Like, how dare you? And why do we feel like if a person is built a certain way that they have to take whatever is placed in front of them? I land my,
because that's how we do men. If a man is too short, he can't demand the 8, 9, or dime. If a man is too fat, he can't demand the 8, 9, or dime. If a man is too ugly, he cannot demand the 8, 9, and dime. Everybody's going to tell him, hey, man, you need to shoot at your level or below. Whenever society feels like a man isn't do something, he's told it, and he's told it raw, uncut, as disrespectful as possible. Women should get the same treatment. We're all adults here.
playing with that. Let's get off that. Naughty, the villain. You said that you cannot be a baddie unless what exactly? What were the qualifications?
Well, no, I said that baddie is always it's always been about your looks. So if you're bad built, you not a baddie.
Wow. So
I mean, that's literally
no, I like that.
where it comes from. And that's what I said. That doesn't mean that you're ugly. That, like, I don't know why you have to be a baddie or ugly if there's no in between. No,
sure.
I don't consider myself a baddie. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about where the term actually came from, it came from looking at a woman and she's a baddie. She's this.
No, it doesn't have to be baddie or ugly, but in this case, that's what it is. An ugly woman can't be a baddie. That's what y'all keep running from. You can't be baddie and be ugly. You can't do that. There is, again, a baddie, average, and ugly, but you can't be simultaneously a baddie and ugly. Don't work that way. Never has, never will. That's the problem. And everybody tap dancing around it like Sammy Davis Jr.
Hey, she looked good, face good, everything was good.
So is it safe to say that you cannot be bad and be fat?
No.
Yes.
You gotta let the fucking person that
Absolutely, yes. It is safe to
And that's not true. And I don't agree with that at all, because there are a lot, there are plus size models. Okay. All right. And again, as much as people like to say or like to claim, especially you Negroes out here. Okay. All right, bro, y'all love quote unquote some thick shit that's really fat, but you call it thick to, you know, whatever. Persephone's a perfect example. Persephone is going to be automatically a BBW and big because of her breasts, huge breasts, right? Persephone has a beautiful face. All right. What's the Ashley something, the white girl? She was a plus size model, the highest paid, and pretty much opened the plus size modeling thing for bigger women, right? The white girl, even though she's a white girl, she was beautiful. I can't think of her name right now, and I'm mad. I should have did the research, but the light skinned girl, she was fine, bro, still fine, thick as I don't know what. Light skin. She had a kid with a football player, whatnot, what have you. She was out there in Cali. She was having difficulties. And I was like, baby, just come to the South, baby. We got you. You know what I'm saying? And then too, it's a regional thing, right? But yeah, man, you can definitely be a baddie, okay, and be a plus size woman, be a bigger woman. I don't agree with that at all.
say that you cannot be fat and be called a baddie. You can't.
You can't be bad if you're fat.
You heard what I said, Naughty.
I'm trying to say, because I said no, but everybody's saying yes. I'm just trying to make sure I got the question.
First of all, I asked one person, then I'm gonna hold on. So let me run this back with no interruptions. I'll let everybody go off. I don't interrupt nobody. Like, goddamn, like damn. So let me run the question. Can you be bad and be fat? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, cool. Can you tell me why you cannot be bad and be fat? Because hear me out. There are going to be a lot of bigger women who feel like let me land my plane. There are going to be a lot of bigger women, sweetheart, that feel like just because they are fat, that does not disqualify them from being a baddie. So I want for you to expound on this. Why can you not be fat, or why does being fat or overweight disqualify you from being a baddie?
Because again, being a baddie is about the way that you look. It's not about your intelligence. It's not about your mindset. It's not about you got a pretty face card. No, it's about the way that you look. Yes, you might have a pretty face. You might be beautiful. No one is saying that you're ugly just because you're not considered a baddie. Again, I don't consider my own self a baddie. But when we're talking about the definition of the word or where it came from, it's always been about the way that you look. So if your body not on point, you're not that.
Oh, listen, great women, Naeem. Hold on. Callie, we're another woman, right? And I want to be crystal clear. What is Mel doing, Tanya? Anyway, once again, can you be bad and be fat? And if you can't or can, we need an explanation.
You cannot be bad. You cannot be considered a baddie and be fat. A baddie is your face card and your body. If one of them two is off, then it's a wrap. You can't. You have to be shapely. You can be overweight, sure, right? Because if people consider overweight, consider the BMI, whatever like that. According to my BMI, or whatever. If I was
overweight is fat though. So if you guys are talking about obese, you got an argument there. You can't be obese and be a baddie, but you can definitely be overweight, and overweight is fat. So just trying to get the terminology and whatnot, what have you. It's hard to be 300 pounds and a baddie. Okay. That's why Lizzo sold y'all this whole body positivity dream, and she started acting totally different once she got on the Ozempic and she lost all those pounds. And we seeing all of the quote unquote big baddies do that. Okay.
145, I'd be out here looking like Al Sharpton. It'd be a toothpick with an olive on top for the head. You know what I'm saying? But it is all about how you can't have a whole bunch of rolls and shit like that and be considered a baddie. It's just it's not even a thing. It's called a BMW, body made wrong. Okay, it's not happening. You can't do it. You can't be considered a baddie. And like I said, there's a reason why there's a phrase called butterface. There's a reason why you're considered fine, but you're not pretty. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be that ass though chick either. You cannot be that ass though chick and be motherfucking a baddie. No, ma'am, cannot do it.
If you find that's your body, right? But if you know what I'm saying, if your face don't match that shit, you are not a baddie. You are not the complete package. The complete package is a baddie. My bad.
That's the same thing with being a 10. You can't be a 10 if you're fat.
That is
a 10 is perfect, meaning you have the body everybody aspires to have, you have the face everybody aspires to have, you got the whole look. You are perfect. That is a 10. You have nothing that you need. You at the top.
I agree with that. You can't be overweight and be a 10. I agree with that. Most men are not going to agree with that standard. And being that we're basing this off of a man's standard of beauty because you can't trust a woman's standard of beauty, their grading scale, I agree with that. You can't be, fat or overweight and be a 10.
1% of beauty if you are a 10.
That may be
nobody aspires to be fat.
That may be one of the best explanations that I've heard. Like as far as a breakdown, in order to be bad, this is top tier, and you cannot be considered top tier and be fat. Like you can't have shortcomings if you're top tier. Like you can't have kinks in your armor to be the elite, which is what a bad B would be. This would be the elite. This would be these are the best things since pants with pockets. Damn, you have to. It has to be. And there is no window up. There is no moving the goalpost. It's either the head, body, everything is on fleek, or this is what disqualifies you from being bad. If your face is dookie, but
I found my baby's name, Tabria Majors. Tabria Majors was absolutely beautiful, bro. She was tall. To me, her face was immaculate. Tabria Majors, who I was talking about earlier.
If your body's nice, you can't be bad. If your body's dookie, but your face is flawless, you can't be bad. So you cannot have a valid face card, but your body card is declining. God damn it. Y'all are cooking. Any of the other ladies feel any way about this? Can you be fat and be bad?
I think you can. And I only say that because I know some big girls whose bodies is like still like looking at them, the body is like if a guy saw them, they would.
And shout out to Explicit. I think Explicit is saying that because she would definitely fit in the big girls club, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think Explicit has a pretty face. I think she has a pretty face. But she's definitely a thicker woman. You can see by her face and by her the Ray Charles test by her wrist. All right. Again, baby, I think you're cute, Explicit. Don't all right. But yeah, she don't want to say she part of the club, but I agree with her.
Be attracted to it.
And what's society though?
Now I don't think
because we can't just give it a hood like thumbs up. Like when we speak of bad, and I just want to give you this context before we do the whole around the way girl with the punch. Like when we speak of bad is she can continent hop and be like, like I'm talking about like bad is to the point of I don't even like that culture of woman. And I see her and like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Shit. Like, so we like, let's be, because there's a lot of things that are accepted in the hood that is not universally.
I mean, everybody like that to know.
let's like, yeah, that's what.
But if we talk about it in the hood, it's
I'm elevated out the hood.
right. I got you. Then no, you can't be a Baddie in that.
Miss Lila, how do you feel?
I like how you got to pause before you say my name.
Because so I'm very respectful, and I would hate to mess up your name again. So can you be fair? Your shit, come on, like, you came up here with this
No,
bullshit.
but
You
the
should
crazy
just
part
be
is that is my
like,
legit name. And so I've had to deal with this my entire life. That's why I let it go. But it is something that has bothered me my entire life, that people choose not to say my correct name. And it's Tykebrion. That is my birth name on my ID.
But you never came up here and pronounced it like that.
One
I
time.
got it now.
I did actually.
Tykebrion. Well, I apologize. Tykebrion. I can't forget it now. Thank you. It rhymes with Freon. Anyway, go ahead.
Keep the car running.
I honestly, I don't know what a baddie is. I don't care because I never identified as one. You know, I never identified as a bad bitch, a baddie. Honestly, I don't know what these terms mean. You know what I mean? So I really don't have an answer to it.
In Atlanta?
Come on, that's cap. Exactly. They say, Shorty, you know exactly what all of these terms mean. And she looks to be a little younger. I don't know her age, but I would think she's somewhere at the oldest. She would be like mid 30s, if that. But I would say she's probably either 30 or younger. So Shorty, you're well aware of all the terminology and things. And being that you're have a very, very attractive face. I'm in the way y'all can't really see it, but this Lila has a really, really attractive face. Natural hair, all those different things. Yeah, come on, stop it.
You don't know what these terms
I mean, I look at that, and
I don't relate to them.
Ma'am, I love you. Let me say this. I like you. I'm gonna tell you why I like you so much. Because if you aren't anything, you're consistent. And I love consistency. If you aren't anything, you're consistent. And I am not gonna rob you of that. So you being a beautiful black woman that's in the gym, that is, I look at your page, and to aesthetic, you make sure you keep your shit on point like a spear. You don't know in Atlanta, Georgia. Like, you know, I land my plane. I digress.
I mean, I've been around baddies. I've been in the Atlanta real nightlife. I've been around multi-million-dollar millionaires, rappers. I've experienced all of that, right? So, but what I'm saying is that I don't know how to I don't know how to define that because I don't relate to it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been around them. I know what it looks like to see other people, but
so,
it's not important.
okay, so were you born and raised in Atlanta? Were you born and raised in Atlanta?
No,
I'm a transplant.
Callie, you trying to walk
you're
something
getting
down.
away. Because Callie, and I love your energy, and you're super dope at what you do. Thank you for being up here. So let me get this right, because I'm not the smartest guy. Like, you guys went to college. Like, I am probably the dumbest man on this panel, and I'm not ashamed of that. But this is. So let me just get this right. I'm the dumbest name by a landslide. Unless you're not.
I'm trying to get the floor. But
Can I please just get this? Please, and I'm going, bro. And your glasses is throwing me off. You're some Mickey Mouse shit. All right, so
Wayne, man, good.
You've
Yeah, the Dwayne Wayne glasses in 2026 is lame as hell, bro. Stop it. Stop, dog. Stop it. Everything this dude does is like, and I can't say it's purposeful because it really seems natural for this guy to be like a lame and a clown. Is this bad? That's why he has the simp demeanor, right? So, but it is what it is.
seen baddies. You can't. Your eyes have like you can when you see a baddie, you can spot a baddie, but you wouldn't be able to describe a baddie.
I mean,
come on, baby. Like,
yeah, shout out to Truth for pointing this out. Come on, Shorty. You know exactly what it is. Even if you don't identify as it, you know the woman that would be considered the whatever the terminology you want to use. Stop it.
Mine is adorable.
I mean, because it's like I don't want to be generalizing and saying, oh, this type of woman has to look like this. Like, I'm just not on that. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question then? Is your hair puffy?
Huh?
Is your hair puffy?
Yes.
Before you
have
go,
no more
listen,
brain cells.
I looked at her page. She is the quote unquote standard of what women would say, oh, she's a baddie, right? But the fact that you're not going to sit here and degrade me, I appreciate that. You're not going to take the time out to say, well, this is what a baddie would. I just went to your page and looked, and you would be the definition of what they're saying is a.
And again, this woman right here just destroyed her whole bad built baddies thing because she's telling you she went to Lila's page and said she defines that and is completely, totally opposite of everything that Taiki Brienne is. The antithesis, okay? All right, oil and water, night and day, white and black, good and evil, complete and total opposite. So, ma'am, stop the cap. Stop.
Baddie, but you're not going to take away from how I feel about myself, and I can appreciate that as another Black woman. So thank you.
And that's her problem. Again, no, everybody, this is a group effort. Women lie to other women. Oh, you look good, girl. Oh, you so beautiful, girl. Oh, that outfit. Ooh, girl, you killing the outfit. No, her wearing that outfit is killing everybody else's eyes. Stop lying to these women. Women are the worst culprits in over boosting these women's confidence. Women do it to other women even more so than the men that they're sleeping with. And even though the women claim validation from men having sex with them, remember, women say it all the time. They don't even really like men. So the value of a man having sex with them is nowhere near the weight of another woman telling her she's beautiful, or another woman telling her that something that she's doing helps her aesthetic. Come on, we got to get out of this, man.
Then you
So this is the thing. And see, I was going to be done. I was going to be done, but now I cannot allow that. So
I
this
was
is
just giving her credit as a black
for
woman
sure.
for not
And
doing
thank
what
you,
she
but
was
that's
doing.
actually she's actually doing a disservice because it's not about you.
Thank you. Doing a horrible disservice. She's lying to you. She's sparing your feelings. She's not being honest.
You're personalizing it, right? And I've even complimented you all night and told you that you are a pretty girl, right? And I know that you're.
And you lied. This woman is not beautiful, pretty, anything. If she lost weight, she would not be attractive. No, stop.
Built is you're genetically fucked up. It's not now it's not.
Thank you. You can't say the woman's a pretty girl and you're saying she's genetically fucked up. And that's her face also. And it's a crazy shot right here. Y'all see this triple chin? My bad, man. Let me chill out, bro, before they block the video.
Just keep it. Are we gonna keep it 100 or no?
No, but
It's
the
not-
thing is, I appreciated the fact that she
Can I
didn't feel the
finish?
need to
You gotta let
disrespect me
you
in this
have to let me
conversation.
finish. So we've all seen that Mexican body, right? We've all seen the Mexicans with and yours ain't even yours is just the front part. But you know how you see the Mexican with the big.
No, it's bad. It's even worse. Her back is horrible. Okay. All right. Golden Corral rolls. Okay. Full of yeast. The woman is built bad all the way around. A flap, long, elongated breasts, macaroni and cheese arms, and fucking titties on her back. Stop it. And no ass. That's the most important part. No ass. No ass at all. And then the face. Ugh.
Ass Notre Dame back with the little like it's some nasty builds. You can like I seen you. I listen. I appreciate your effort. You're in the gym. You're actually doing something to change it. But there are things about your frame just because of genetics you can't change that. Whatever that situation is, that is just you. You can't do anything about that, right? But what we cannot do is give fat women, right? And I'm not saying you, not a genetically woman that's genetically disproportionate. We're not talking about that. I am talking about.
No, a lot of fat women are genetically disproportionate. Also, a lot of women are fat because that's their genetics. You just have to eat better and work out to fight it. She doesn't get a pass. Genetics are a role in everybody's body weight. Not so much your composition where we're talking about how a woman is shaped, but her weight. Yes, you can defeat your genetics by your diet and your workout routine. We can't do that.
Women that indulge or like they overly just eat. They won't get in the gym. They think that I'm fat, I'm nasty. Take me as I am, and I'm fat and I'm nasty and I'm bad because I say I am. That is who we do not want.
That's literally what she's saying. I'm fat, I'm bad, and I'm nasty. But that's what she's saying. How y'all missing this?
To do a disservice to because like so. Let's just get that crystal clear. I'm going. My plane is landed. And
Yeah, no,
I mean, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just was asking. You felt like we was being disrespectful towards you because we said that bad build don't equal being a quote unquote baddie.
Well, I don't believe y'all's opinion is valid towards me because I'm not going to take it to heart if that's how you feel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
at the
it
same
wasn't-
time, I'm still going to. No, the whole thing, the segment is about my build. I call myself a bad build baddie, and you're saying that's not okay. When it is, because this is my life. I can call myself bad all day if I want to. No one's going to stop me.
You can. You absolutely.
Again, look at this attitude and this arrogance. Nobody's gonna stop me. Okay, nobody's gonna stop you from motherfucking jumping off a bridge either. Nobody's gonna stop you from taking your car and motherfucking running into a fucking brick wall. People do dumb shit every day and can't be stopped in doing it. That don't mean that it's right. Right? You can call yourself a fucking tree or a dog or a cat. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but calling yourself something doesn't make you that thing.
You can, but we just saying that's not the definition of a baddie. That's all we're saying. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing personal against you. We weren't even thinking about you when we was talking about what a baddie
The
is.
topic is about me and my body and my build. And
Exactly, and that's the fact of the matter that y'all see, and this is what you get. I'm glad she has this attitude because y'all trying to skirt around this and trying to dance around it and not just be blunt and obvious with what needs to be said. Bitch, you built horribly. Yes, you can't say it because you fat. You got a flap. Your back is, because y'all refuse to do this, y'all gave her the confidence to still come at you crazy. And she talking to you like you talked to her crazy in the first place. This is why you just need to get it out the way and just be honest off the gate. Unattractive women need to be told they're unattractive women, just like unattractive men are. We got to stop this.
Conversation was surrounded around mine as
well, that's where the topic started. And the conversation shifted. So I hate
a bigger woman, big
but it wasn't personal.
Yeah,
but this is what a conversation.
And that's another thing. When are y'all gonna figure out? Listen, An unattractive woman cannot not take it personal about her unattractiveness. Okay? A ugly ass hoe, I know she a ugly ass hoe. So whenever you start saying shit and pointing out shit that matches, that makes her ugly ass hoe, her skin start crawling and her motherfucking hair start raising up on her back, her chin, her lip. Okay? She's aggravated because she knows she fits in the category even if you're trying to be nice and talk around it. She knows where she is. Why y'all this y'all don't understand this? This is why it's futile. It makes no sense in doing it because anytime you mention unattractive things about an unattractive woman that she fits into that category, she got to take it personal. She cannot help it. There are very, very few that can do that.
Hey, guys. It's no need for everybody to try to talk at once, literally, right? So,
Can I say-
hold on. But we need to be more succinct in our points, though, right? Be more concise so the point can actually land. Splits, what were you saying? Then we'll go to Naughty, and then Naeem was being respectful, trying to get in about 10 minutes ago. So go ahead, Splits, quickly, and then let's get Naughty and then Naeem.
I was just saying that I hate that you took it personal because the conversation shifted. So the conversation started with you because he played that clip. So that's exactly where it started. Yes, we did start with you, but as the conversation shifted, when we got to talking about baddies, it was not about you. It was about the definition of a baddie in general. So I get that you might have felt like we were talking about you, but I don't feel like I personally was talking about you. In my responses, it had nothing to do with you.
Okay, go ahead, Naughty.
And that's just so you guys would be able to see. I didn't think about it, but you were able to see her earlier whenever they put the messages up. You could see her face. But that's what I'm talking about with Lila. That's Lila. So just make sure you pay attention to Lila's face if you weren't paying attention earlier. You know, in comparison to what Gru looked like.
And basically the same thing, because when he didn't ask, oh, is Taiki Rion considered a baddie? No, we were just saying baddies in general. It wasn't to try to shoot slugs at you. I don't know how you took it. I apologize for that. But
Hold on, bro. This nigga got a rat tail. Man, hey man. Who is this nigga? This nigga is literally, did he jump out of a time machine before this? He got on the motherfucking Spelman College Dwayne Wayne flip up glasses, and he got a rat tail in 2026. This man can't be serious, bro. This got to be a character.
now, at the same time, I do feel like at the end of the day, yes, baddies look a certain way, but that was not a slight towards you.
Naeem, you there? Naeem.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, I want to say I think a chick with a BBL can be a baddie. Any chick that ever got that type of surgery done to a body can't be a baddie. You automatically disqualified for being a baddie. And I disagree.
That's cap, and we know that most of the baddies. That's some of the biggest baddie categories is chicks with a BBL, a good one. A woman that's got a good BBL, she got some body done. Lotto got a BBL, bro. If you telling me Lotto ain't a baddie, my nigga, either you blind or you don't know what the definition of baddie is. Stop it. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Women get surgery now. Women get breast augmentations. Women get butt lifts. Women get lip injections. Women get, again, man. What are we doing?
Agree with what Explicit and True said about, like, well, he said something like what people of other culture think they're baddies. I think a big woman could be a baddie. But since when did we care about what the fuck white men, Irish men, Chinese men, Asian men think? That their opinions never mattered. Like, to me, only black opinions matter. We could go ask the Asian man right now who the best rapper. Would any of us agree with that motherfucker? Like, would they say Friday is one of the funniest movies of all time? No. They wouldn't see, you can't go to a fucking Italian man and ask him what's the funniest movie of all time. He say Friday or Coming to America. Their opinions never mattered. So maybe they would call a 150-pound woman fat. That's how they think. So how the fuck can we expect them to expect the type of girls that we think are bad? So maybe to y'all.
Again, all that he's saying is nonsense, but just look at the zoom in, bro. I don't know what she did to her camera by mistake or on purpose, but just look at this. This is all bad, bro. No, I don't see pretty nowhere.
Maybe to you, or the white Italian, or fucking guy from Slovakia.
Do you own a car, Naeem? Do you own a car?
And oh my God, the girl, man, come on, man. Y'all got to suffer like I got to suffer. Like I said, macaroni and cheese arms, grandma arms, slaps, whatever you want to call it, and she got armpit hair. Come on, bro.
Do you own a car? Do you have a motor vehicle?
Never.
You've never had a car?
I ride a scooter.
You ride
a scooter.
I
ride scooters, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I ride a scooter.
I know what you
So Naeem, that's why I eliminated the BMI as what is considered a baddie or not. I'm talking about as far as black culture. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I eliminated the BMI. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so even with the BMI, even disqualifying the BMI, a motherfucker with crescent roll, I call them crescent rolls, you know, the back rolls and everything like that. I got them shits, right? I don't consider myself a baddie. I got back rolls. It's not happening. All right. Period.
I
We
don't know
can
if it was
disagree.
Melly.
I know big chicks.
Yeah,
I know
Melly.
big
I'm
chicks
not sure.
that I don't want to disrespect nobody in here, but they would stand out. Like
You saying you give Baddie subjective?
Like,
I think Mount Melly was trying to go. I'm
All
not
right, but
sure.
let me go back. He pointed at me. So he pointed at me and I want to point back and then I'll let you go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. So we talked about we don't care about the other cultures' viewpoints on what bad is.
I don't.
Right. And so my statement was exactly, are we just trying to, because every black person is not in the hood as well, right? And there are a lot of black people who are health conscious as well, right? And so a lot of times, right, we just talk about proximity like that is what we're talking about. So having a big ass stomach and all of that is accepted in the hood, right? And this is another thing that you got to understand about black men, right? Black men, and I talk about this often, they are more acceptive of other fat women than any other race. White boys aren't really into fat women, but guess what a brother will do? He'll get the fattest white.
That's another myth too, man. Again, y'all act like it's not right behind black women is like, I think white women are fat as hell too, man. It ain't just the black men getting all these fat white women. All right. These fat white women got way more all white kids than mixed kids. So as black men, we got to stop spreading that myth also. Niggas is not just going out here picking the biggest, fattest, rejected white woman he can find and wifing her up and having kids with her. We got to stop that, bro. No, white dudes like fat bitches too, no matter how much they lie and tell you otherwise. Okay. And it's way more of them than us.
Girl ever and be like, she thick. As long as she got a big wide ass and all of that, they'll accept it. They have to come over to us because we're taking the mediocrity. We're taking the overweight and be like, man, we'll take what we can get because she's exotic because she got straight hair. That shit is a trash mindset.
Nobody thinks white women are exotic either. Okay. No black man I know has ever called a white woman exotic. Come on, man.
Talk about looks, when we talk about aesthetics, am I saying that people can't be overweight? Absolutely. I'm overweight. Everybody on this motherfucker, well, not everybody, but majority of everybody on here, we're overweight except for Explicit and fucking Lila. And so with that being said, you're
Explicit, unless her head really that big, unless she got a super duper big head, Explicit's face says that she's overweight for whatever her height gonna be. And again, I'm not saying that negatively. I'm just saying from looking at it. I'll go to her page and see, I guess. But yeah, Explicit is overweight too, unless her head just really big.
You're acting like it's an attack on fat people. What I'm saying is we have to stop normalizing shit that ain't normal and be like, well, because it's cool in the hood, then it got to be good enough. No, like you don't. I'll tell you like this, and I don't even like to get into aesthetics. You're not bad if you get on a plane and your rating changes. Respectfully. You are not bad if you get on that plane, because that's another thing. We talk about proximity. You're only good looking locally. Bonnets are not accepted in high value places. So you got some chicks that only look good when they got the bonnet on with the lashes and think that that's a fucking hairstyle. That shit's only accepted in the gutters. It is. It's certain things that are only acceptable in your neighborhood. Some people only look locally good. You know why I had to figure this out? Because I'm from Philadelphia. Everybody got a big ass beard. And it's crazy because the first time me and my man went down south, they was like, your homie look like Abraham fucking Lincoln. What the fuck is that? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, y'all niggas are still out of hand with all these beard shit. When Rick Ross pretty much stole that from y'all, I guess, or whatnot, what have you. But you know, Freeway and had that shit way back in the day, like, you know, before we even knew what it was. And I was definitely looking at these niggas like, yo, what's up with these beards? What's going on?
In our city, the bigger the beard, the more powerful, the better you look. But when we went out of town, they're like, what, is your man got a shaving issue? So a lot of people are only nice looking locally. And so
and again, that's his overall point is regionally, right? They say like a Miami 10 versus Atlanta 10, right? Or Cali 7 versus Alabama 7. You feel me? That's basically what he's making, the points he's making, and men agree with that too.
And I'm gonna land my plane. Taiki Brian. I think that you're a beautiful young lady. I think that you're a beautiful young lady. I never attacked you for the way that your face is put together. I never even attacked your build because it's not for me to attack, right?
Again, it's not about attacking. It's telling a person and being honest with a person is not attacking a person. Y'all do it. The men get it all the time. So are we attacking men? We tell men that he's too little, he's too broke, he's too ugly, or we just telling them the truth?
That's not my thing. I don't think that any of the beautiful ladies up here attacked you. I think that they were just giving their definition of what bad is. And just because you don't qualify for something does not mean that it's an attack, right? Because it's like somebody giving their definition, right, on what rich is. And because you don't fall under their definition of what rich is, you can't take that as an attack, right? Like it's just literally a definition or what their perspective is of what is bad and what is not. And I just want to say that because I'm not going to talk anymore for the rest of the night, but I appreciate you for coming up. You're beautiful. I like your energy. I hope that you maintain that level of confidence. Make sure y'all get y'all books, True Accountability, link in the bio. I'm going ham through you.
Yeah, so Truth just said all of that, right? And I'm gonna tell you, Truth from Philly, right? So I'm gonna tell you what we would say to him if he witnessed everything he was saying tonight. Truth was frauding, right? The whole night he was frauding, right? I let him do it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let him rock. But like, I thought it was real corny how Taiki Brian well, the girl didn't say nothing about Ty keeping around. She just was like, yo, I don't know what a baddie is. I don't see that type of stuff. And you congratulated her when Truth been gassing you up all night, just frauding, straight fraud. He ain't had to lie, but he just been like, yo, you're a beautiful young lady. And I don't think that like us being honest is like, I don't think us being honest is being mean to you, right? Because I would never purposefully try to be mean to you. I would never like try to hurt your feelings, nothing like that. But at a certain point, we just gotta be honest, right? And I never called you ugly tonight. I might have said that I think most guys wouldn't go for you. I didn't say no mean words or nothing like that. But you straight told Shorty like, yo, I just want to congratulate you. Like you a girl's girl, and you really had my back. Truth had your back.
No, I never said any of those things. I'm going to go to this comment. It says, Tyke, you're a baddie for being brave enough to come on this panel and let people disrespect you, because if you're watching these comments, they have been disrespectful and some have been great, but that is what it was about, to see if people can disregard my new brand, which is Bad Bill Baddies, because right now, Southwest Airline is discriminating against fat people. And also,
they're not discriminating against anything. We got to stop this language. I told y'all, man, this woman is anti-black. This woman is anti anything that's acceptable in culture. She's body positivity, and no, I don't want your grandmama arms all up on me, sweating and smelling like cottage cheese in my flight. No, buy 2 seats.
making them buy a separate seat when they used to not do that. And so Samira, which is a plus size activist who has been talking about these things.
She's morbidly obese. And let me say this. Did I do
okay, wait. See how you went straight for her? She's also Harvard educated.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about her education. I don't give. She fat. She's morbidly obese. The bitch need 2 seats. What the hell is her Harvard degree doesn't fucking shrink her down 200 pounds and take away the discomfort for other passengers that's got to fly on that plane.
Cares about that. So fuck it. You said I was fraudulent. It was a little bit of fraudulent, and I got to give you that, right? That's why I came back. But this is the thing, right? It's not my job as a man, right? Especially as a black man, right? I feel like it is my duty to a certain extent to not diminish a black woman's confidence, right? A woman or any. Let me just be crystal clear with that, right? And so I feel like at the end of the day, she knows how she's built. She knows what she looks like and all of that. It is not my job to come up here and be like, you big black ugly bitch. Like, that's not my job, and I'm just not going to do that. Me personally, and this is me being all the way transparent, I do not think that she's an ugly female. I don't. Would I hit it? Fuck no. But do I think that she's ugly? No, because I do not think.
Would I hit it? Fuck no, it's diabolical, and that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, she's ugly. I've seen ugly. I know girls. Like, we all have seen ugly. She's not an ugly.
Yeah, she is. This woman is ugly. There's nothing about her that's appealing or attractive. Y'all got to stop.
Woman. And I just don't want to be one of those dudes where I don't want to be the one that destroyed her confidence. You feel me? Like, because I see that done every day on the internet, where it's like, if you don't like it, just keep it the fuck pushing. But I see comments where they are just tearing a motherfucker apart as if you can't scroll. So as a black man, as a man overall, right? It's not my job to shit on her confidence, bro. And that's all I wanted to say. And I'll take the fraud and joint. If you feel like I'm frauding, cool. But I'm probably one of the most honest people you'll ever meet. She's not ugly to me. Is she poppable? Nils off. But she's not ugly to me. Yes.
When you say she's not ugly, I dig that,
she's
right?
not ugly. Like, she's not, bro.
But when you say you're a beautiful young lady, it just admits you frauding.
No.
So what are you saying though? What are you trying to say? You're being a fraud by not saying what you want to say. Speak your mind.
I got you, right? I got you.
Say what you would say with your chest.
If you were to ask me my personal opinion, I would say that she's ugly, right? If you were to ask me my personal opinion, but that's my personal opinion.
Keep it a buck. You trying to say she has a? Do you know what ugly mean? That means face only. You trying to say she has the ugliest face on this whole panel?
On the whole, yeah.
All right.
And I agree, and we'll just leave it there, man, because we already like, you know what I'm saying? We are almost an hour in. I don't ever want to do an hour, but hey, if y'all can watch that chat for an hour, do a review, y'all can watch me too, okay? Again, man, at the end of the day, unattractive women need to be reminded they're unattractive. Otherwise, they start thinking that they're attractive, and it messes up the whole dating market, sexual marketplace, everything, okay? There's no such thing, and there will never be such thing as a bad-built baddie. No, ma'am. Part of baddie is your body. If your body is bad built, you're disqualified from being a baddie. It's then when you match the face with that. This woman is bad all the way around. Okay. All right. And not BAHD, not BADD, the regular schmegular old BAD, and not even the Michael Jackson version of BAD. Okay. The literal meaning of what bad is. That's what this woman is, okay? Inside and out. But anyway, man, hey, appreciate y'all for pulling up on me for this part 2 review. Mr. Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. That's that on that one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.